Welcome to Bible and Revelations. This is episode 75C, the epilogue of Daniel 12, the end of the book of Daniel. Next week we'll go back to Genesis. Then the next time after that we'll start in Revelations again. Daniel 12 is the end of the book of Daniel, and Michael, the archangel, takes a big role in this chapter. And it says he will stand up and come to Israel's defense, so that even in the time of trouble there is hope of final deliverance. You can cross-reference this with Jeremiah 30, verses 7 and 11, and Revelations 12, verses 1 through 17. The book of Daniel is the book of salvation. I'm sorry, the book they talk about in the book of Daniel is the book of salvation. Cross-reference this was Malachi 3:16 and Malachi 4, verse 3. Also Luke 10, verse 20, and Revelations 3, verses 5, and Revelations 17, verse 8, Revelations 20, verse 12, and Revelations 15, Revelations 20, verse 12 and 15, and Revelations 21, verse 27. God's record of all those who have been justified by faith in the finished work of Jesus Christ, as it says in Romans 8, verse 30. Many, the word many represents two groups of the dead who sleep, who will be resurrected and shall awake. After the tribulation, both the righteous and the wicked will be resurrected, only their destinies will be different. This also always confused me. I need to study this more. Why does it say the dead sleep and they'll be resurrected after the tribulation, when in the New Testament it says to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord or God? And I see this referenced in different ways, where the people are asleep or they go straight to heaven to be with God. And I need to study this more, because April asked me this. April's the girl that cuts my hair, and very good question. And a lot of people ask that. It seems to be contradictory. And I need to have an intelligent answer. So, many represents two groups. Some are who sleep, and they shall be awakened. The wise not only understand God's salvation, they are active in turning many to righteousness, even during the most perilous of times. God will reward them by making them shine like the sun throughout eternity. It also says this in Matthew 13, verse 43. So people who are like pastors or evangelist, or the people that travel to different countries to witness to people, apparently the more people you bring to God through, get them to accept the sacrifice of Jesus, the people you bring to heaven that way, to the bigger your reward will be. So everybody that accepts Jesus will go to heaven, but some will be like priests or managers or supervisors. Some will be have better status than others. It depends on what your contribution to to God is, and how many people you can bring into Christianity. This revelation, though given to Daniel, was not intended just for his era, but for those living in the time of the end, for now, our time. Helping people in the distant future to trust in the Lord during the Great Tribulation. They will know that God is in control and that Michael will defend them. Many shall run to and fro, indicates a search for answers in the end times, but also I think this refers to the planes and the cars, everybody moving around a lot. Whereas in those days, people would stay within usually 5 miles of where they were born. They will run to and fro, indicates a search for answers. To seal the book guarantees that when the end times arrives, the 70th week of years, Daniel's book will be available. So, the prophecies that were revealed to Daniel should be revealed to us, maybe not to us, maybe because we're going to go up in the rapture, but to the people that are left behind, they're not Christians, that are living during the tribulation. I don't know if it's before the rapture or after the rapture, but I'm thinking after the rapture. And then those people, that might be a tool by which many are saved after the rapture and become Christians before the end of the tribulation. Daniel now goes back to the river scene of verse 10 verse 5, and ends the book with a question and answer session. 2 men of heavenly origin now question the grand angel. The first question, how long shall the fulfillment of these wonders be? They're asking, when is this going to happen? And it indicates angelic interest in future things, as well as providing that the angelic world does not know everything. So the angels don't even know. Normally, only one hand is raised in solemn oath. Both hands are raised in this book. This indicates it's a very important oath, to swear by him who lives forever. God has the 4 beasts around him at his throne, and they're saying, holy, holy, holy is the Lord God Almighty, who was and is to come. And here they mention him again as him who lives forever. This can only refer to the sovereign God, pointing to the importance of the question and the divine answer. The 1290-day period, 360 times 3.5 plus 30, will be for the final judgments to be completed. And the 1335 days plus 75 will be the final preparations for the return of Christ and the establishment of the millennial kingdom, as it mentions in Matthew, book 25, verses 31 through 46. Completing the 6 items contained in Daniel 9, verse 24, these extra days are needed for the sheep and goat judgment of Matthew 25, and the necessary arrangements for the administration of the kingdom. Daniel will live again in the resurrection, signaling that all Old Testament saints will be resurrected at the conclusion of the Great Tribulation. Okay, remember to pray the Lord's Prayer every day, and holy, holy, holy is Lord God Almighty, who was and is to come. God likes to hear that, and he saves those prayers, and he's going to use them. Probably all your prayers. God bless you. See you next week.